Millions dream of having a better opportunity wherein they could advance in a specific career that they want to achieve. It is not a far stretch of a dream of obtaining a degree in one of the finest public institutions in the world if a young man from the Philippines perseveres to achieve his dreams. Ako si Denmark Marcelo at ako ang kampiyon ng Berkeley. I'm Denmark Marcelo, 24 years old, born and raised in the Philippines. I basically grew up with my aunt and she provided for my family. So my uncle was in the Navy, and back then you can petition your siblings. The immigration process was very difficult. It took 15 years to process all the paperwork before we get our visa and move to the US. I had a big choice to make. I have to provide for myself and help my family with all the bills. They say that if you work hard enough, then you can achieve any success you want in the US. So I decided to move to Berkeley. There are a lot of changes since I moved to the US. It was hard to adapt to the American lifestyle. There was a lot of culture shock. I have to stand up for my own, so I chose to go to Berkeley. The admission process of Berkeley is very different to other universities. Besides your grades, they also look holistically into your character, and they want to see that you made a contribution to your community or in the field that you want to pursue before they even accept you. I did numerous research in order to apply to Berkeley. I worked tirelessly day and night, sometimes even over the weekend, just to survey, collect data, and analyze the results. The career pathway that I want to go into is I want to work in the prison system. I want to create intervention programs that will mitigate the recidivism in the United States. It is just sad that a lot of people who are formerly incarcerated, that they go back in prison because they don't get much help from the community, from the government, and there are no programs to support them so that they will not recidivate. And that's where I want to come in as a psychologist to introduce this program. After all the hard work that I did, I was able to achieve it. I got in. In my first semester at Berkeley, I failed my research methods class. Given that I have experience with research, which I did for 2 years, I couldn't believe the fact that I actually failed and I wouldn't be able to achieve the required GPA to satisfy my grants and scholarship. I was scared. I was stressed at that time, and I thought that I would lose all the funding that I have, and I want to be able to pursue my education. I had a big decision to make. It's either I stay in my comfort zone or pursue the challenges and make a difference. So if you're going to think about psychology, you're only thinking about people. I guess the biggest takeaway of being part in this project is that by doing small things makes you an everyday hero, and that is doing your ordinary duties extraordinarily well. We work with this professor, Philip Zimbardo, who is from Stanford. I did probably like 2-3 research projects. We're trying to create an intervention program for high school students, college students, on how they should be aware about different social situations, bystander effect, or like just being mindful of something.
We are a San Francisco-based nonprofit whose mission in life is to get people, especially young people, to become ordinary, everyday heroes.
Oh, my name is Denmark Marcello, and I've been part of the Heroic Imagination Project in the past 2 years. And it's a total life changer, I'm going to tell you that. Because for me personally, I've learned a lot of things about the material, but not just by the content itself, but by living like the material on what we learned. It just had impacted me on how I deal with people in everyday, like my family, friends, and even strangers sometimes. And it's just promoting like everyday heroism for you to stand up and be that person, step up. And I always say this, that being an everyday hero is doing your ordinary things extraordinarily well.
Denmark Marcello.
Reap what you sow. You're gonna have to work for something in order to earn it. I think that's one of the biggest things that, as of right now, it's like hitting my head. I did it. I am Denmark Marcello, and I am the Berkeley Champ.